G'day, I'm Chris, and this is Game Chambers. So today we are doing another best of three versus the ladder. Now I asked around, got a little bit of inspiration for what I should do on this ladder run, and I'm going to do a couple of powerful wizards. I'm going to start with Teclis, then we're going to take Ariel in some form or another with the Wood Elves, and finally, if we play a third game, we're going to try Manfred out. So let's get in with the queue. So for those unfamiliar with this format, we're basically going to play a best of three versus the ladder. So this is first to two wins against whoever happens to match against me with a predetermined selection of either races, characters, or what have you. So here we go. So we got a match already. First match is going to be with Teclis. So we'll select the Order of the Lawmasters, seeing as that's his faction. Okay, a little bit of a hello to our opponent. Let's see, did he start on Britannia? Okay, SOTM. SOTM. Sounds familiar. We'll see what he wants to play. He knows we're playing the Order of the Lawmasters, and we know that we're taking Teclis, so let's put him in there. We don't know what we're going to do yet, either on foot or on his steed or on his phoenix. We will decide that. Oh, Wood Elves. Wood Elves. I haven't really played at all against Wood Elves since their new DLC and changes. So do we want Teclis Airborne? Is that too much of a risk? It does give him the fire damage. A Wild Heart. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? I think we just keep. Depends what we take. Flaming Sword. Do we go Flaming Sword, Regrowth, and Nets? Oh, I don't even know, hey. Well, we'll go with the Sword of Teclis. To go the Arcane Phoenix, so it puts us in the air, but Wood Elves, I don't even know what they take these days. Are they likely to net me down and shoot Teclis? If they do, I guess he's got the Potion of Shiroi, which is going to keep him alive and in the fight. If we go one Phoenix, we should probably get him some support, either another Phoenix or maybe a Dragon, especially if we're going to go with the Net of Amentok. If we're going to take the Net, we really need to have something to take advantage of the net. So we do have the Fiery Convocation. Wood Elf front line is going to likely be Dryads, which are going to kill our Spearmen. The Silverin, though, will be quite resilient to Dryads because they have good armor and they have magic resist. Dryads do magic damage. Silverin also come with shields and, again, good armor, decent hit points, so they should be fairly resilient against most Wood Elf ranged fire. I don't know how they will match up against Wood Answers and the Wood Elf Cavalry. I just don't know enough about this matchup. I think we want some Silver Helms to cover the back line. Oh, I've spent a lot of points already, haven't I? Do we want you on your Eagle, Teclis? That is... or on your Phoenix? It's the big question, isn't it? What is this? Scroll of Hoth. No, so if we want Regrowth, we need to take something to use Regrowth on, and that means another beastie. Can use it on himself. He's got the Potion of Shiroi, so he doesn't really need it for himself. The net will be really handy. The Flaming Sword of Ruin will be really good, both against the Great Stag Knights, who are ethereal, and against the wooden creatures, the Dryads and the Treemen and the Treekin. So Flaming Sword of Ruin definitely in. Net of Amentok also, we're going to put that in. We're not going to take Regrowth, we're going to rely on the Potion of Shiroi, because at this point we're not giving him anything else to heal with Regrowth. We got a good front line, good resilient back line. Do we go with... No. heavy cavalry. I think we want to try and squeeze in some heavy cav. Can we get armor? Shielded heavy cav? Get rid of the Wild Heart. Get rid of Fiery Convocation. There we go. Didn't check the map. That was terrible. Cool. So wishing our opponent good luck. So we have a solid front line of Silver and second line of Lothern Seaguard to try and out-trade the Wood Elf ranged fire. Teclis on his bird with Flaming Sword and the Net of Amantok. Flaming Sword, yeah. Feel like we need some damaging magic. I feel like we're going to be lacking a little bit here, but let's give it a go. I may regret not bringing any damage spells. Probably should have at least brought a Flock of Doom. But we'll see what we're up against. Teclis himself on the Phoenix is actually quite a good combatant. And he already does magic and flaming damage. It's a very open field too. What do we got? We got a little bit of elevation here. I'm going to miss my bolt throwers. I do take bolt throwers a lot. And it might be a little bit of a crutch. It's a very open map, isn't it? And we'll see what our opponent comes in with. I'm a bit worried about a tree build actually, because we don't have much in the way of armor piercing. We'll try and start on the high ground over here. Spread these guys out. There we got a nice wide front line. And the Seaguard will keep slightly boxed in a little bit. So you keep them in a slightly boxier formation, so they have a tighter spread when they shoot, and so they can turn quicker to face oncoming threats. So if anyone was wondering why I kept putting my archers in those boxier formations, that is the reason. Okay, so you can be 4, you guys are going to be 3, and you will become 2 when you're ready. Cool. And our opponent know that we're ready, so we could potentially have a vanguard behind us, and we could have a vanguard out in front of us. Wood Elves could also be hiding around here, probably from about these forests. Let's see what we're up against. A lot of Eternal Guard, Glade Riders, Wild Riders, Glade Riders, Glade Riders. Let's move up. Well, we don't really have to move, they're coming for us, so let's get the cavalry ready. We got Sisters of Twilight, get Teclis moving, because we don't want to get shot by them. We want these two, get those Glade Riders with spears. Keep Teclis moving. You shoot those Glade Riders. Nope, come back here. Once you're focusing on that. See if we can get a snare on these Wild Riders so that they don't get to come all the way in. Nope, where are you guys going? And where are you guys going? Okay, come in on there, finish that off. Switch your ranged fire over that way. Switch your ranged fire onto the Deepwood Scouts. Focus yours that way, and you come around that way. Teclis is coming in there to fend them off. Actually, you guys have got charge defense against all. Let's stop you there. Okay, get those guys out. What's happening on this flank? Missed the charge. We'll need you back over there, Teclis. Get that cavalry over there too. And we missed that completely. Okay, what do we got? Let's get Teclis onto this spell singer. And get you guys onto those archers. Cavalry go in there. Fighting there. Use the potion, we're taking a bit of damage here. We don't want to take the damage. Need you to run them down. Go in there. Teclis, see if we can terror out this unit. Lothern Seaguard are coming a bit too far forward here. Okay. Yeah, you keep chasing those Glade Riders. You're going to have to go and help there. Nope. I'm not going to dodge that, am I? I need you to shoot those Deepwood Scouts for me. Why are you shooting into the front melee fight? Okay, get up in the air, Teclis. Yeah, definitely should have brought some more in the way of damaging spells. I'm not doing a very good job harassing his back line here. Can Teclis deal with the Sisters at Twilight, I wonder? Let's find out. Okay. Now just get onto that back line. Let's see how we go here. So we've got it netted, and we're pouring in the fire. Probably should have dropped the... So does he have healing? He doesn't. He's got shadows. Okay, so Teclis is doing alright in there. Oh, he's withdrawn, pulled out of the fight. Okay. I wasn't watching the balance of power. Not sure how we were actually going there. That'd be an interesting one to watch the replay. But I think our Silver and Guard front line held really well. Most of the Deepwood Scouts died. Here we go. Let's have a look at how we went here. So we were doing decent damage to them with Teclis, but he hasn't paid for himself. I really didn't bring enough or use enough for him. Silverin held well, but the Lothern Seaguard and the cavalry, yeah, I don't feel we were that far in front. Okay, so our units were outvaluing the Wood Elven front line, sorry. So Silver and Guard are simply a higher tier than the Eternal Guard with shields, and the Deepwood Scouts do struggle with the armour and the shields of the Lothern Seaguard and the armour of the Silver and Guard. And Silverhelms are going to be superior to Glade Riders. Wild Riders, I think, will beat Silverhelms. We saw that on the other flank with the charge, which is why I tried to get the net and Teclis in, but it wasn't enough. They had enough range support. Teclis I didn't use effectively enough, or maybe I didn't bring the right spells on him. So he was able to outduel the Sisters of Twilight with the range support and got a couple of nets, but no great plays there. Not overly impressed with how we did there. But we still won the battle, which is, at the end of the day, 1 win for us, 0 wins for the ladder. And thanks to our opponent for that game. So now game 2. This game we are going to be bringing Ariel. So we're playing the Wood Elves, and we are to bring Ariel along in some form. So she will be we'll lock them in straight away. And we shall say good day to our opponent. Okay, so if we're bringing Ariel, what's this map look like? No, we don't need the forest one. Is it worth bringing that? Do we even have a cheap spell on Ariel? We got Apotheosis, so that's probably not a silly thing to bring. Ancient's Protection. Yeah, we'll bring that one. Wrath of the Wood, base missile damage and armor piercing missile damage. So if we're going to bring that, we need to bring some missile for missile play. We will bring the Soul Stealer. Not going to worry about the Tempest or the Word of Pain. Not going to worry about Dwellers Below. Shield of Thorns against Lizards. Ooh, Lizardman. What are Lizardmen going to bring? I don't even know these days. Why do I even ask myself that? So we do want some magical damage, poor penetration, minus 25% weapon strength. Excuse me. Well, let's bring these. So that's our damaging spells. Soul Steal is to keep us alive. The Berry Wine's to keep something else we bring alive. So let's go with... Against the... Dirthu is a... How about we go... How much is one of these on a forest dragon with the Helm of Discord. That affects all allies. It's a bonus to melee attack charge bonus. We'll keep Deadly Onslaught and Foe Seeker. Call of the Wood. How much is that? It's cheap. That's a huge investment in our leadership core. You know what? Let's go the King and Queen in the Woods. Yeah, why not? Horn the Wild Hunt. Cloak of Isha. We do need something for our berry wine though, or we might as well take it off. Do we just take it off? It's a very big investment in our leadership core again. What about Durthu if you strip away his magic? What's he look like? Even he's pretty expensive, isn't he? So you don't really get a combat beat stick. Oh, my opponent's putting the pressure on us. Alright, we're gonna go with Helm of Discord. We're gonna try it out. Let's take Eternal Guard with shields in case we come up against the yeah, I know the things I'm referring to. We want the ones with magic damage, so let's get some Swift Shivers. And a Waywatch unit for our ranged core. We'll get, how are we doing for points? A couple of Glade Riders actually. Now the Glade Riders are Hagbane, they're magic. Okay. And I'll get some Azrael Spear War Dancers. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Why we still got Waywatchers in there? Yeah, we're looking at 2 seconds to go. Okay. Well, that was not... I think that's going to be a terrible, terrible build. I probably should have thought about that one a little bit more. Yeah, this might be a quick game, and poor Ariel is going to have to do a lot of work to try and carry this. This is the same map we just had. We're on the other side though, because I think we had the hill on our side last time. Is it the same map? It's just a similar map. No, it's just a similar map. It's not the same one. Okay. Now, not very happy with this build. What are we going to do? So we're going to have to worry about those skinks. So stay away from the water. We don't want them to get their aquatics. I don't know how big a bonus that actually is, but... Okay, let's get our spears staggered like that. War Dancer staggered like that. Ariel and Orion in the middle. It's just going to be one big death blob, and then we'll get these guys out here. Now, hopefully, we run into some skinks. We're going to have to advance quickly anyway, aren't we? So let's just get up. I don't like our chances to be... Wait, didn't I go Orion? Did I end up switching to the dragon in that little panicked rush, did I? I did. Okay, so we got the dragon. Well, let's just play around that a little bit, I guess. Before we... but we're likely going to be getting shot at by a solar engine, so... And we're all melee, so we can't really afford to sit back. We are actually going to come this way, so we can use these woods as a bit of protection if they've got solar engines. And if we've got skinks over here to take advantage of aquatics, we'll just get the Glade Riders with Hagbane tips onto them. They do magic damage. Wish our opponent good luck, have fun, and see what we're up against. Okay. Come across this way through the woods. I didn't give you a group, did I? What do we got? Saurus Spears, Skink Cohort, Skink Chief. Solar Engine, there's the Solar Engine. Okay, it's a big long front line, led by Lord Mazdamundi. Okay, so no sign of chameleons yet. There they are. Get away from those javelins. They have shields? I believe they do, yeah. Okay, let's get slow trickle healing onto the dragon. Let's just get in there, shall we? So that Slan at the back, what is he? Well, it's not a Slan, it's Lord Mazdamundi. Okay. Just push in on him. See if we can get the dragon around the back a little bit. Saurus warriors. Let's just come in. What do we have there? Legion of Chakra. What do we got going down here? Net Armentok, okay. Not too end of the world. That is pretty bad. That's a really good banishment. Okay. Let's bring our Lord in here. We have to get Ariel in there. Very messy. What are you attacking there? No, not the Saurus. I wanted you to... Okay, let's get the berry wine onto our Glade. Lord, we're doing... This is going to be a very quick game. We are not doing very well with these Wood Elves. Chameleon skinks are just picking us apart. And that's pretty much it. I think we're pretty much done for here. Yep, this is pretty much over. Our build was pretty terrible. We played it pretty terribly. And we just got outplayed, outpicked. That was, yeah, definitely outclassed in all regards. Now down goes our dragon. And as Ariel fighting to the last. Get a good look of it. Good look at her. Sorry Ariel, I did not do you justice, did I? Oh, solar engine to the face. She did not like that. Good game to our opponent. We were heavily outclassed in that game, with that build in particular. Yeah, I was rushed to pick it. That is one of the downsides of this game. If you are looking to get into the multiplayer, it's probably worth saving some builds, because this will happen to you sometimes. You will be deciding you're wanting to try out a faction you won't be fully comfortable with. In a matchup you might not be fully comfortable with. Against someone who knows that faction and that matchup, they will pick and lock in before you get a chance to really even get your thoughts together, and you'll get thrown into a match already outclassed on the knowledge front and then outclassed again on the build front. So it is something I hope that they do something to resolve in Warhammer 3. There are things that you can do to get around it, which I don't like doing, because it's a little bit annoying to the opponent, I suppose. So if someone locks in like that and you're really not comfortable with the matchup, you think you're going to end up just like I did here with a terrible loss, you can just leave. Or what you can do is you can save and then load your build, and that resets the 60-second timer. They got a couple of options there. But good game to my opponent, who was obviously the better player, deserves his rank points there. So let's try the third one. So this was going to be Manfred. Now let's see how we go with Manfred. So it's again another faction and another character I am very unfamiliar with. Probably going to end up in a matchup that I'm unfamiliar with. So we'll just see how we go. Manfred is one of the more powerful casters in the Warhammer world though. Let's select the vampire counts to begin with, and then we will see. Oops, I can't type. Get out of our opponent. Where are you, Manfred? Probably, yeah, let's put him on his dragon against really, Norska. Yeah, we definitely want Master of the Black Arts, we definitely want the Hunger, definitely want Life Leeching and Curse of Undeath. Spells against these guys. So, again, we want Raise Dead, we want Invocation. Now, against Norska, Fate Abuna, not super useful. Soulblight, Doom and Darkness may be useful. Spirit Leech spam is going to be good against their lords. Gaze into Gash can also be good, but while we get a lot of wins, we don't want to blow them all. Van Hells. Or do we just go fun? Go the Purple Sun. Let's do it. Purple Sun or Wind of Death? More likely to get a blow up, aren't we? Okay. Now, we're going to need stuff that can handle big monsters. So let's get Terrorgeist to support us in the air, and a couple of bats as well. Now for the ground fight, do we go just really small front line? Or is that too small? And then get some Blood Knights to help with the anti-large. And the Chillgeists. Norska does get a fair bit of magic damage. I think the Famir do magic damage. But the armor piercing from the Chillgeist or the Hekkan Wraiths would be helpful against the... I just don't remember if all Famir do magic damage. Do we want a Claw and a Gash to just or at least a Mortis Engine to drain things down? I think we do. What else do we want? Norska can have a fair bit of fast cavalry, can't they? So we don't get Poisoned Hounds. We just get Direwolves. Let's go with a Banshee. Yeah, sure. What do we got? Anything else to pick for Manfred? Can we afford another spell? Yeah, let's pick up Van Hells. Oh, hang on. No, we need that sort of unholy power. That could be bad, forgetting to bring that. How much are you worth? 194. Okay, there we go. We definitely need that sort of unholy power. That's part of why we can have so much energy on him. So many winds of magic, sorry. Okay. Let our opponent know that we're readied up. Got a bit of a hill on the side here. Otherwise a fairly open sort of map. Again, not sure what we're going to come up against with Norska. I am extremely out of practice, as you guys are rapidly learning, I imagine. But the only way to get better is to play. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so this is our final battle in our best of 3 versus a ladder. Teclis got us a win. Ariel got us a loss. So now we're turning to the undead with Manfred, and we're going to see how we go. Will we prevail? Will Manfred come out on top, or are we going to be crushed under the merciless heel that is the Total War Warhammer Quick Battle ladder system? Okay, so let's get our front line. I'm going to go up over the hill so we can try and have the high ground advantage. We're not going to spread too much with vampire counts. In fact, we might... What were we up against? Northgard? No, you can stay on the front. Sure. The Mortis engine and the Banshee can go there. Okay. Is there anywhere to hide the Blood Knights? Not really, so they might be hard to see if we put them over here. They won't be able to be seen over the hill. We might be able to bring them around. I don't know. We'll try. Whoops. How did we do that? So just you want to be in group 3. You guys can be in group 4. You can be in group 5. And you can be in the final group. Group 2? No. I like to have them on the right hand side just so they're easier for me to see at a glance. Probably should get back into the habit of putting them on the left because I think as things retreat it ruins my my pattern down the bottom. But okay, let's see what we're up against. Okay, so basically we're just going to try and hold the front line. If he's got a lot of marauders or berserkers or any sort of infantry, these spears are going to get absolutely crushed. Actually, we're in a lot of trouble. I probably should have brought some more Graveguard. We don't really have anything to fight a front line. Yeah. The Mortis engine and the Sternsman, plus breath attacks from both the Terrorgeist and Manfred. Alright, let's see how we go. Oh, where are they all? Let's go have a look, Manfred. And let's try and climb the top of this hill. That's a lot of berserkers. I'm not thrilled with that already. Okay, there's a war mammoth there. Yeah. Ooh, okay. We are in a lot of trouble here. Okay, we're going to have to be extra careful with them. So Marauder Horsemen, we're going to chase them off with our bats. Pretty much our plan there. Who's the Lord? Where are we? Sorcerer of Fire. You got Burning Head? He does have Burning Head, okay. Okay, let's just get these charges going in. Send the bats just to chase off after the Marauder Horsemen. And let's see if we can at least roll one flank. Let's get you guys in there. Banshee, I want you. Probably chasing that War Mammoth. And you can try and go in on those Skin Wolves as well. If they clump up too much. Wulfrik, we'll just Spirit Leech Wulfrik down. Oh, what are you taking so much damage? Oh, that War Shrine's got magic damage. Okay, you get out of there. Are you imbuing magic damage or you've just got magic damage natively? Oh no, you just had it natively. Alright, let's flick over to here and get our invocation on there. Get a zombie unit down here, and then get back into the air. Okay, so they managed to munch on them pretty well. Let's get over to there. Get up in the air, come on. Master of the Black Arts needs to trigger here. Okay, Manfred. Let's see if we can get some wins elsewhere on these front lines then. Now that that's off, can we... Now let's just try get some breath attacks off here. Come in this way. No. Let's avoid... Nah. Yeah. Don't be indecisive. Get the zombies down into this fight. Get the Spirit Leech down on Manfred. Where are you, Manfred? Wulfrik, I mean. And get these guys in on that mammoth. Where are you, mammoth? There you are. Get your breath attack in on there first before you go in. And get a nice big fat invocation on top here. Okay, let's get Manfred out for a bit of cycle charging. Get you onto that, get you in on that, get you up into the air. Let our bats chase these off still. Okay, let's just keep throwing chaff in there. And let's see if we can chase these off a bit. Okay, now where'd you go? There's a major fire. Spirit Leech you. This can be a burning head. I don't know how much I can do to dodge that, but you guys get onto there. You keep fighting that. You get it back up into the air so we can breath weapon. Blood Knights charge in here. Okay, Manfred, get back up in the air. Let's just keep giving them chaff to fight with. Okay, go and try and finish that off. No, it's shattered. Okay, Manfred's done it. Whew. There's a bloody grind there, but there we go. We ended up with 2v3. That's GG, well played. I didn't see that one ending that quickly. Okay. Alright, how did we go on the value? So Manfred did alright. We didn't get any. I was hoping to get off a nice big purple sun, but we didn't really get that down. The Banshee, I didn't realise. They probably had Flaming Sword on the Firecaster, and I think maybe the War Mammoth, the War Shrine, has got magic damage. Well, I might actually check that because I'm curious. Spears obviously just got totally wrecked by the Berserkers, so they were just going to go straight through anything that we brought, unless we brought a front line of Graveguard. So the Sternsmen actually held their own against the Berserkers because of their armour and their regeneration and their bonus first infantry. Blood Knights did good. Blood Knights absolutely destroyed the Skin Wolves with the help of the Terrorgeist, and the Bats just distracted the Horsemen, which was good because even though they didn't get much value by themselves, the Horsemen also didn't get much value. So again, it felt like a bit of a clumsy game, but we came out all right. So there we have it. We won our 2v3. Sorry, I always call it a 2v3, but we won our best of 3 against the ladder. Now let's just have a quick look. I want to see if it was... Where are we, Norska? Norska, you're here somewhere. Norska. And I want to see if... Was it the Soul Crusher or the War Shrine? It's this one, I think. Man, the attack, leadership... No, or was it the Soul Crusher? No, it wasn't the Soul Crusher. So what must have happened there was it would have been the Sorcerer of Fire casting Flaming Sword of Ruin to imbue that magic damage. So that's why the Banshee went down so quickly, because every unit in the AoE got burnt to death. But anyway, there you have it. If you liked the games, please give me a like and a subscribe. If you do have suggestions for what I should try and throw against the ladder, if you got particular lords you want me to try out, if you want to see me be terrible with other particular factions that I don't normally play, let me know. If you want to see me try and do reasonably well, High Elves, Empire and Bretonnia are pretty much the only races that I really know at the moment, and I'm still trying to relearn all the builds and the matchups. So thanks for sticking with me, and if you please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.